Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Shyam Ronvelia podcast. Today, I got a very special guest. My man Meet is over here. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. This is actually the 50th episode of the podcast.
Nice, half century. Love it.
Yeah, man. That's cool. You got the Lakers gear on you.
Always,
repping
man.
it.
Always. Yeah, I'm excited, man. Can't wait. July 31st can't come any sooner.
And the game they have too is like Lakers Clippers right away.
Yeah, I hope obviously I hope the Lakers win, but the Clippers have more depth in their lineup, especially without being with Avery Bradley now. So
yeah.
It'll be tough, but
they picked up JR.
The Henny God, yes sir.
The Henny God.
Yes sir. I think he'll be a good addition. The Lakers definitely need more consistent shooting, and he's like above 35% 3-point shooter throughout his career. So we'll see. He hasn't played in like a year, so I don't know how he's going to be.
Did the Cavs let him go?
Yeah, they did. They let him go already, last year, and then he just never got picked up, and he was just not playing the whole season this year. So now the Lakers got him.
Yeah. So
what do you think about this JR signing?
I think to just replace Avery Bradley, it was good, but I think just if they have their core guys, LeBron, AD, Kuzma, and basically their starting five, they're gonna be all right. Yeah.
What do you think the new starting five is? Who's gonna replace Bradley?
I don't know. Caruso, maybe?
Caruso? I would love Caruso for this stuff. That'd be epic.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they might prefer the older guys. It might be KCP maybe, but I would prefer probably Caruso.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for the season because it's been 4 months now? 3-4 months?
Yeah, it's been a long time. A really, really long time.
If it was going to plan, then we'd already been done with the championship and everything in June.
Yep. Yeah. The draft would have been done too already.
Mm-hmm. Are they going to hold off on that?
The draft? The draft is coming up, I think. I don't know the exact date, but it's still happening. They're still holding the draft. Okay. I don't know the exact date, but I think it's after the season's over.
Yeah. Do you think the Lakers still got a really good chance? I think
I think they have the best duo in the league. And if LeBron performs to playoff LeBron levels, then I think the Lakers got it. So
and I heard Zion is back too. He's back. That's gonna be fun watching him.
Yeah, there's a high possibility the Lakers face them first round, which I don't like because Zion is a problem.
Yeah.
The one game before everything went away, the Lakers played them. Zion had at least 20 points, and he was making some clutch buckets and stuff. So it's a little scary happening. And Brandon Ingram completely healthy with Lonzo Ball. Yeah. So it's just that's scary. But I feel like having more experience on the Lakers, I think they pull it off. So
yeah, Zion, he's so fun to watch. I watched him through Duke. I used to watch all the games with him and Duke, and he'd just dunk on everybody and get the ball in the paint and everything. He's such a talented player.
He's so strong too. I remember during his Duke days, he tore out of his shoes. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yeah. I was watching that game, and then I think that's apparently his injury. What happened? He got injured in Duke, and then I think he's injured the knee in the NBA as well. That same knee probably.
Yeah, he's fully healthy now. Everyone's fully healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, he's also on the cover of 2K, one of the covers. I forget which one.
The next gen one.
Yeah, the next gen.
PS5 one, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Are you gonna cop the new 2K?
I don't know. People say it's just the same shit. You know,
Yeah.
like
That's
there's
the
no
thing.
real improvement. Just like
Yeah, there isn't.
new teams, like new rosters, if they're good, drafts and stuff. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the PS5 though?
I think it's too early to tell so far. I think we need to see. I know they already had held their conference and stuff, and they had released a lot of information, but I need to actually like play it myself to see what's up.
Hmm.
Because like it's
Yeah.
one thing to just watch videos of it, then play it yourself. But I mean, I'm probably gonna go PS5 because I have a PS4 now. And I
Okay.
can't do Xbox controllers.
Yeah.
So
Xbox. That plus, isn't it like is the gameplay similar? Like I don't have the Xbox, but I I think it's pretty similar. But
like
just
from PS4 to PS5 or like
no, from like PS4 to Xbox. Like
yeah, I mean yeah, it's just the gameplay should be the same basically. It's not that big of a difference.
yeah,
Comes down to like what your friends play the most.
yeah, that's pretty much it. But
Yeah. But yeah,
yeah,
I'm probably gonna be getting 2K just for the Kobe version because I have to. It's
hmm,
$100, but I have to drop it. I have to
I
drop the
know.
money.
Yeah, I mean you're wearing the Kobe shirt with
Of
LeBron and
course, with the
24
Kobe
in the back.
T-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the like Lakers pennant this when they won 2010. I got one for
Yeah.
that, and then also like a one for 2009 as well. But yeah,
Awesome.
it's great seeing Lakers get back like to where they were like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the playoffs and everything. Because it's been so long since we've had a team that can actually win games and do well and get like the city on board with it.
Yep. And shout out to Rob Pelinka for that. I think he put together a really good team. And
Mm-hmm.
I think when all the Magic debacle happened, like when he quit, like midway through the season and all that, not midway, but towards the end of the season, and everyone thought that Rob Pelinka was pushing him out and he's the problem, but Rob proved everyone wrong by getting the AD trade done and constructing this roster. Turns out Magic was the problem, which is
Yeah.
fine, I guess. He's a better owner than a GM.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, didn't AD came this year, right? Like he
Yeah,
just started this, and then
um,
the chemistry was like instant.
I know. Do you
And
think
then
AD like 100% comes back to the Lakers because he's a free agent after the season's over?
they only had 1 year
Yeah,
contract. Damn.
his contract expires. So do you think he signs back with the Lakers or does he go
I,
somewhere else?
I hope he signs back. Like they already have a really good team with just LeBron uh and AD, and they could bring some other guys on. During the or the off season, and then they could build the team from there, and maybe if they win this year, go for
Mm-hmm.
two-peat.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically my thought process. I don't think AD goes anywhere, but at
Yeah.
least I hope not. Seems like he isn't so far. And then I feel like the Lakers' next target should be Spencer Dinwiddie. I think he would be absolutely amazing on this team,
He's
especially
on Brooklyn
considering,
right now, right? Or
yeah, he
yeah.
is. But then
Yeah.
he's a free agent as well next year. So if the Lakers get Spencer Dinwiddie, um, uh, no more Rondo. I feel like he'll still get minutes, but like I hate Rondo. Rondo is probably the
Rondo.
least favorite player on the Lakers.
Yeah. He's he's on and off. Like sometimes he does good
Yeah,
and other times he falls off. But
I
yeah.
mean, we'll see. What about the another team the Lakers can't face in the playoffs is the Trailblazers. How scared are you of the Trailblazers? Because now they're fully healthy, so they're going to get Yusuf Nurkic back. That means they're going to have Yusuf Nurkic and Hassan Whiteside down there
Damn.
with CJ and Dame. What do you think of that team?
That's an insane team though. Like
Yeah,
yeah. How many games are they going to play until it's the playoffs?
8 games
8 games
total. Yeah.
for each team?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think the Portland Trailblazers aren't the eighth seed yet, and I mean they aren't in the top 16 yet because the seeds don't matter anymore. It's 1 to 16. So they're not there yet, but they're in the bubble. So they have to basically win all 8 games, I think.
Yeah.
They barely are in the bubble right now.
Yeah. And I heard, like, I saw this post on IG, like, of the second bubble in Chicago. Like, I don't really understand that. Do you know? Do you know what
Yeah,
that
I do.
means?
Yeah. I mean, so the other teams that didn't get the invite to Orlando because they were not in the playoff hunt, I think the NBA feels bad. They're not doing anything, but they're like, if you want to go play in Chicago for basically nothing, go do it. I mean, I don't
just
think any team should. I mean, what are
just
you
for
blamed for?
entertainment, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if the Knicks win that like tournament, they're gonna hang up a banner or something.
Yeah.
And like we won the NIT tournament of the NBA.
Yeah, that's just weird. But yeah, like it's a shorter season in general though, because
Yeah,
of all this. So like, and they now it's all in Orlando. They're not even like letting them go outside or anything.
yeah. Did you see what like Stephen A said there?
What he said?
It was Stephen A basically said like they're not gonna stay in that bubble area in Orlando because the players are gonna get like horny or like go to the clubs and stuff. It was
Yeah.
wild in our first take that day.
I mean,
Must be
yeah, they're
good.
just being stuck there for like for how long? Like 2 months or something?
Yeah, basically. I mean, that's depends on how far you go, but that would be
Yeah.
probably too much. Especially you have like different hotels and stuff. So like
Mhm.
I know the Lakers, Bucks, and the Nuggets, and like a few other teams are like grouped together in one hotel, and then the other teams are in another hotel. There's 3 different hotels. So I don't
Okay.
know. I don't remember which was where. I just remember like I know the Lakers and Bucks are together, which is like
Mhm.
the two favorites together in the same hotel.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
yeah,
they just got to deal with it because these are like, unforeseeable like outcomes that happened with the coronavirus. Like nobody
yeah,
thought like this would happen, and
yeah.
like AD, he said like it's gonna be even harder. Like it's like this the hardest championship to win. Like this with
Mm-hmm.
everything that's been going on. So it's incredible that they're still doing it. Like even some of the players they got tested and they got COVID. Like they tested positive, so they're
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately not able to play. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think like some of them. So
Yeah,
it's crazy what they're doing.
yeah. I mean, I just recently, Victor Oladipo announced that he's sitting out of the season, which is like the biggest player so far that has said he's not going to play. So
Mm-hmm.
as far as like stars, I think they're all in, like Kawhi, LeBron, AD, Paul George, like
Giannis,
all of them,
yeah.
they're all in. But Jokic tested for COVID and he was positive, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But if Jokic doesn't play, the Nuggets have no shot at anything.
Mm-hmm.
Also, have you seen Jokic recently?
No, I
He's so
haven't seen.
skinny now. Like, look it
Really?
up. He's super skinny. He used to be chubby. Now he's like super skinny. So now he's
Because
gonna be a
because he got
baller.
COVID.
No, not because even before he got COVID, he's just been working out, losing weight.
Oh, okay.
So
Damn.
now he's like gonna be a baller.
Yeah, I know. He's like, it's weird to see like tall guys get skinny though.
I know he looks a little weird, but
Mm,
he's not like super skinny. Not even like a little bit. Like he lost
yeah.
a lot of weight.
How do you like LeBron's look? Like that
I
beard.
like it. He looks like a caveman, bro. I love it.
Yeah.
It's like he's gonna scare some people on the court.
I know. He had that like the gray beard and like long and
Yeah,
shit, dude. Like
it's
scrappy,
crazy.
but he's been working out.
Yeah,
Like I see him on IG. Like he had his home gym, so he was like working out every day. So he's still in very
yeah.
good shape.
Yeah, LeBron's home gym looks like the YMCA, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, he has a court and everything.
I
LA
know.
in the hills.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're gonna live there one day. Trust. You can have your own house, and I'm your neighbor. We're gonna be,
yeah,
have a
we'll
YMCA's together.
yeah. And then the rest of the players, like I don't know what they've been doing. Like if you're like a rookie or
Yeah,
something, you just gotta play video games all day.
Basically, a lot of people have been streaming. Like Caruso's been streaming, Devin Booker's been streaming, but Devin Booker's not in it and not in the playoffs. But he's
Yeah.
been streaming. D'Lo's been streaming. JaVale McGee has been
Yeah,
streaming. A lot of
JaVale
people have been.
McGee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even LeBron, he was like playing 2K or some shit too.
Yeah, he joined like this. So Bronny plays a lot. He streams a lot. So he's like playing with a bunch of these streamers. And LeBron just popped in one day and he's just like, "Hey, what's up? I'm LeBron James." And the streamer was like, "Yo, is this LeBron for real?" And bro, yeah, he was like, he's super
He's like,
out.
Who else do you think it is?
Yeah, I don't. LeBron has a very unique voice. I don't know how you can tell anything else.
Yeah, and Bronny, he's doing well too. Like, and his like basketball career, like he's in a freshman in high school right now, and like his team's winning and stuff. So he's somebody to look out for in the soon in the NBA or after he goes to college for like a year, unless they change it. We'll see.
Yeah, he might. I mean, they're doing like the summer league stuff and they pay players basically, like basically college kind of, but the summer league tournament. And a bunch of high recruits went there. I forgot the names of them, but I know a lot of them, like a couple of them at least, went that route instead of college, which is why college NCAA decided that the players can make money off their likeness now, so off their own name, because of that move, because they got scared, because like a bunch of these high recruits were going to this like NBA summer league development league, like you know how soccer does it, they just recruit players when they're like 10 years old, just like grow them. Basically, that's what NBA is trying to do now. Basically, eliminate the NCAA's like route, but NCAA had countered that with they can make money off their likeness. So.
Yeah, because right now with most college athletes, they don't get paid, but for selling out these stadiums like Zion, that they're the fans are there to see him and the team, and then everybody else gets paid except the athletes. So it's not right.
Yeah.
And so the change has to be made to reimburse them.
They are doing that. Because of that, I feel like they can start making college games now, like NCAA football 14. That game is lit.
Yeah.
So they can make a new football game.
I remember that shit. Like they used to have it, right? Like NCAA.
Yeah, they did. But then like players started suing because like they had like classic players in there, and those players, they didn't pay them, and they're just basically getting sued left and right. And there was a lot of controversy saying like you're using these players and like they don't get paid for their likeness. So they're in the game, but they don't get paid for being in the game, even though they're in the game. Yeah. There was a lot of controversy. So EA is just like, all right, we're out.
Yeah, they just got out.
Yeah. But speaking of up and coming talents, who do you think is going to go number one this year in the draft?
I heard LaMelo is back, like, and trying to get in the NBA.
Yeah. LaMelo is a good option. I feel like if his last name, or if he wasn't connected to LeVar Ball at all, I think he's like a stone fire like first pick.
And he didn't even like finish high school, right? Like his dad just took him out and then put him in Australia.
Yeah. He went like in Europe first and then Australia, but he's played pro in 2 different leagues and he was decent in both. So like he's basically a semi-pro already. So
I know.
I think he's ready for the NBA.
And I haven't been keeping up with the college basketball ever since they canceled the tournament. March Madness was supposed to happen, so I don't know like all the other players that are set up for the draft, but we'll see.
This year's it's not like how there was like Zion's in the past, Brandon Ingram's in the past, Ben Simmons in the past, even Devin Booker or like Karl-Anthony Towns. Like he's the
like people top who knew, players,
like people that like sold the NBA basically, not NBA, NCAA basically, like just by their name. That hasn't existed this season in NCAA, there hasn't been like that those type of players who are just by name you know who they are. There's maybe one like James Wiseman. He's like basically a 7 foot point guard. He can like
Damn,
shoot,
seven
dribble.
foot point guard.
Basically, he's
Yeah.
like nuts. I look up his highlights. I promise you, you're gonna be like, how can this dude do this at 7 foot? But yeah,
Yeah.
he was gonna be one of those players, but then he got hurt. No, he didn't get hurt. He got suspended by the NCAA because of some stuff that happened with like payments and stuff. I think. Or
Okay.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
they just like, nope, you can't play.
I know.
So he just sat out. But yeah, I mean, not and nobody else I can think of besides LaMelo that's like a household name already in NCAA. So it'll
Yeah.
be interesting to see.
Nobody's that popular yet, like in the draft. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. But yeah, you were talking about like how soccer does it different. Have you been keeping up with like La Liga? Do you watch soccer?
I mean, okay, I don't watch soccer, but I keep up with it on Twitter a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. So, but I don't like memorize it. You know, like I
Okay.
don't remember a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So
I
if you say
only
something,
I
what's up?
only keep up with like Barcelona, Madrid, and like Juventus, like only a few
Yeah.
teams. But like I don't watch MLS or any of that stuff. But they're like soccer was like one of the first sports to be back. Like that
Yeah.
they started playing like right away. Like after the country like Spain allowed them to play,
Mm.
and they
It's
have like
because
yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
it's because like isn't their like numbers from like COVID cases have been like more contained than the US. The US is still going up.
I know.
That's why it's like taking longer here than other places because like even like I know cricket, so cricket is almost back. They already announced a series. I think it's like West Indies and something else, somebody else. But like
Mm-hmm.
cricket is back also basically. And I think like the NBA, I feel like shouldn't be back because like just in my county, in the last 24 hours, 50 new cases came up just in 24 hours.
Damn.
So like that's just my county, and
Yeah, and
in the
isn't
like
it
in
like
the
pretty small? Like it's just a college town and stuff.
basically yeah, like
Yeah.
it's a pretty small county, like not much here, and it just went up by 50, just like
Mm-hmm.
that in 24 hours. And the U.S. in general has is still going up by like thousands every day. So I think the NBA is jumping the gun on coming back because I don't know, man. Like a lot of players are getting COVID, and like I don't know how they're gonna like contain an outbreak. So like, for example, let's say like one person or one staff like gets COVID somehow because he broke the rules or whatever. Like he gets
Mm-hmm.
COVID, and then he infects the whole hotel. Then what?
Yeah.
Like
Then you got to cancel it again, and then
exactly. It's
yeah,
just
what's the
like
point?
so. Yeah. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Because like I'm happy it's back, but then I'm like, should it be back?
Mm-hmm. I think that if if they do it right with testing everybody like they're doing now, and making sure everything's clean, still social distancing, like and wearing masks even while they're in Orlando is crucial for it to not spread because yes, you could test everyone, but that test like only is only for that time period that you tested it. And so you got to keep testing weekly or every 2 weeks and then continue wearing masks because it's just or else it's most likely gonna get in there some way.
I know. I mean, that's my biggest fear. Like once it's back, and then I'm like, yeah, let's go. Then it gets canceled again. And
Yeah.
it's like, all right, well, thanks for like 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and soccer though, like they have like the outdoor stadium, so they're kind of like better that way since I think they say that the viruses don't travel that easily when it's outside. It's easier to get the virus when you're inside. So for them, I guess it's better that way. And then they have no fans, of course, like in all the stadiums, which is good. You just like hear the fans, like they have the FIFA noise, like the
yeah, I
FIFA noise
know.
just
The
playing.
NBA was talking about that. They were like, should we add 2K noises? But the thing about 2K noises is that they're not good.
Mm-hmm.
Like the FIFA noises make sense because they're more realistic. I feel like the 2K
Yeah.
noises are bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, are they not gonna have commentators? I'm not sure.
I think they will. They'll probably have commentators that just like sit like 6 feet apart. They won't sit close, and then they'll have like the people who control the cameras, like just the basic staff. That's all they're gonna have. Just
Mm-hmm.
the people that could televise it, producers and stuff, and then the teams and the they had to like make sure to like schedule the games like out so they could clean everything, because I don't know how many stadiums they have. Like are they playing in a stadium, or is it just like a practice
Um,
facility or some shit?
I saw a picture and it looked like it was. It looked like, no, another YMCA reference. You know how like all the courts are like just together, they're not
Yeah.
like divided
Oh yeah, I
by
think it was
anything.
like
I think it looked like that.
in a conference room or something, like a big conference room that they converted into a like some basketball courts and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's gonna be weird considering like I don't know what it looks like yet, but I mean I hope it works out.
Mm-hmm.
I do mean I like for the sake of the players, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, because like the NBA, I feel like just wants money at some certain extent.
I
They're
know.
like they have like TV deals to fulfill. So
Yeah, they do. And then also like the MLB is back too. They said
yeah.
they that they're back. And I think that's gonna start in July as well.
Hmm.
Right.
Yes. And so it's gonna start in July. The NFL hasn't said anything. They said they're still on track with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, the NBA is gonna be competing with NFL with like their later games. So like I think the finals competes directly with like
With their beginning of the season.
yeah, like
Yeah.
close to their beginning, and it's like that's going to be interesting as well what the NFL decides to do.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people are speculating the NFL season might not even like occur on time. They might push it back because obviously the numbers are still rising and
Mm-hmm. Did the
not.
NFL say that they want fans, or did they say they'll do it with
Um,
no fans or something?
I don't know. I don't know if they've made like an official statement about that. They probably did. I just didn't see it, but
Yeah.
I'm guessing they should probably. The best idea would be do not do it with fans.
Yeah. That's
'Cause
that's best
that's
right
too.
now. Because
Yeah, like
and
football stadiums get packed, bro. It's like
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, like and the college football season, like colleges are still gonna go on in the fall. Like
Yeah,
uh that's uh,
I don't know.
what year are you in right now?
I'm a senior now.
Senior? Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it gonna be online or just like
they
regular?
for me they said KU. I go to University of Kansas. They
Yeah.
said they're gonna do it in person for now, but that's probably gonna change soon. I already know because
Mm-hmm.
there's no way it's in person. If it is, then like good for me because I like in person. Online is terrible, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean we'll see. I hope it's online for our sake because right now they're like announcing all these policies. They released a bunch of these screenshots of like classrooms where the desks are like 6 feet apart and it looks awful. Like I don't want to do
Mm-hmm.
that. So
Yeah, it's gonna be
that is
smaller class sizes and everything.
exactly. And it's hard to do that when you're like in an auditorium. Like
Yeah.
then you just have to like 3 seats away or something.
Mm-hmm.
And what about the classes that have already been like because we enrolled before all this COVID stuff
Yeah,
in this
same.
semester.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So like what if they like enroll too many students in because now the classes are smaller. So like where do you throw all these other students who are like already enrolled?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that like I go to a Cal State school and they already decided to make it online for the whole like Cal State system. And
Or
so yeah, like
nice.
they decided that like 2 months ago, and like I thought it would be going down at this point, but people aren't like wearing masks and shit, so it keeps going up.
Yeah.
And Yeah, it's gonna take a while. But have you heard this company, like this medical company, they say that they the clinical trials, or not the clinical trials, just like the preliminary trials they're doing is it is looking successful for the vaccine for the COVID.
I didn't hear that. Where's what
It,
medical company?
I think it's, I don't know how to say it, but it says Pfizer, Pfizer.
Okay.
And then yeah, they got the vaccine. So
Nice.
yeah,
I hope so. I mean, then you're gonna get like people who are like scared of the vaccine or
I
like
know.
anti-vaccine, and it's just like then it's gonna be another problem. Just too
Everybody's
much,
just
too much.
divided on
I
everything here.
know. Like
Nobody comes together.
no, it's like there are marches going on in this country about people not wanting to wear masks, and
Yeah,
I'm baffled by that. But I
I
mean,
know.
they're right, I guess. But
Just wear it for everybody else, like,
I know,
don't
and
be
like people are saying
selfish.
like it's yeah, people are saying like it's unconstitutional. But if you look at the Constitution, it says in case of a pandemic, the state governments can take whatever measures they need to prevent the spread of the pandemic, which is what the mask like falls under. So it's
Yeah.
literally in the Constitution. Like I don't understand the argument of not wearing a mask at all.
I know.
I
Like
mean,
when like times get tough, or like everybody has to make sacrifices, like you can't just live normally. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it's for like the betterment of other people, and it's just like people like outline the deaths of COVID, and it's like not super high, but like the point is, the more it spreads, the deaths go up. Like
yeah.
that's pretty common sense. I feel like.
And Trump was saying like to stop testing people because he thinks
Yeah.
that's a direct
Yeah.
correlation. We test more people, we're getting more cases.
Was 7 level IQ thing I've heard, bro. It's just
Yeah.
like stop testing, it's whatever.
I know. And then like now you see the red states like Arizona and Texas and Florida, they got like the most daily cases now because
Yep.
they didn't.
Texas announced the masks, and they're doing mandatory masks now, so which is like a
Yeah.
good thing. So like I think they're gonna have to come around, because if you don't like lock down or quarantine, the only other option is social distancing and masks,
Yeah.
because there's nothing else you can do other than that, besides until a vaccine comes out, which hopefully soon.
Yeah, they say like late 2020, 2021, and so we'll see what the vaccine brings. But in the meantime, just gotta stay safe, and like we're doing
Yeah.
now, we're zooming and stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, also I'm not really gonna fly out to California.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I wish I could just for a vacation, but
Yeah,
not happening right now.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll wrap this up. Thank you, Meet, for coming on.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate you inviting me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you everybody for listening. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.